Hi everybody, welcome back to Nemo TV. I'm Jeff here at Nemo Classic Diving Bergen, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Sidemount and the Sidemount course we have to offer you here at Nemo, as well as a little bit about the two pieces of equipment that are sitting behind me. So first, Sidemount. People are seeing it more and more. For those who know a little bit about it will know that Sidemount originated from UK sump diving and evolved in the Florida area more into a mainstream side mount configuration. And this was mainly used for cave penetration diving and basically any overhead environment diving that needed very streamlined equipment, but also holding the redundancy of technical diving equipment. Now, as people have seen more and more, Sidemount has taken off for not just technical divers and cave divers, but it's become much more widestream in the recreational diving market. This is because you've got many positive aspects of Sidemount. You've got your redundancy. You've now got two cylinders that are completely separated, no manifold joining them together, which means it's perfect for carrying your redundant gas, everything separate, without needing to think about doing isolation behind your head or anything like that. And you've got the added gas supply for, say, in the recreational world, the longer nitrox dives. Also, you've got accessibility to your valves. Everything is now not behind you, but by the side of you. So now you can problem solve any problem by yourself without needing to start doing checks behind you and full isolation drills. You have a problem with your right cylinder. You look at your right cylinder, you can isolate your right cylinder. It makes everything much easier. For those who maybe have maybe a physical difficulty that can't reach to your manifold behind your head and do the drills there, especially when using maybe big heavy dry suits and undergarments, Sidemount also puts everything in a position that is much easier to get to for those who maybe don't have as much dexterity. You've also got streamlining. You're incredibly streamlined, as the profile of your body will be pretty much this profile with a little bit where your wing sits above you. And you also have the aspect that you can carry cylinders separately down into the water. So for maybe those who again have a physical difficulty, or for those that just don't want to be lugging big twin sets around with them, you can actually carry one cylinder at a time and just leave it in the water, then gear up. Also, when you're diving abroad, you now no longer have to find a dive center that offers a twin set. You just got to find a dive center that's happy to give you two cylinders, and you can just dive Sidemount instead. So yeah, Sidemount has an incredible amount of positive aspects, and I think this is why it is becoming probably the fastest growing equipment configuration in the modern scuba market. Now I'll tell you a little about the systems that I have behind me. We'll start off on this side. These are actually two systems we offer here at Nemo and two that I recommend to my student divers. We'll start off with the Techline Side 16 Avenger. This is a newer addition to the market. They had an older model and they've kind of revamped it with the help of experienced cave divers and cave instructors and obviously experienced Sidemount divers. The Avenger, it's a lovely system. It's a single piece system, so you've got a DIR style harness, which is a single or a multiple piece but set up in the same way as, say, a backplate harness. The wing is actually attached with a weight system on the inside. You have nice accessible dump valves on the bottom, which will give you right in the center of your back, right down the bottom, which means it's accessible with both hands, which is always important. You also have a dump valve on the side if you choose to use it. This one I've actually set up not quite straight off the factory. I've removed the standard butt plate it comes with and instead put fixed square D-rings, as I prefer these and I find them a bit better for when using steel cylinders and clipping off your reels and everything like that. You'll also see on here I've got the MDS Sidemount bum bag. This is used during Sidemount dives where you want to carry your spare mask, your wet notes, maybe a reel in there. They've got a lovely pocket on the side if you want to put an easy cut knife on the side as well. So more and more you'll see divers around the world using this to keep your pockets free, as of course it is a little bit more difficult to get inside your pocket, especially in dry suits with heavy Velcro when wearing your side mount tanks covering them. So you'll see this a lot more on the market. I'll go into more detail later on about this. I'll actually be coming out with a full review just on the Side 16 Avenger. But right now I'm going to move on to the X-Deep. This is the X-Deep Stealth 2.0 Classic. This is more of a modular system, so you can actually remove the wing from the harness. Again, it's got a weight system built onto the system, which is very important in side mount because we want to avoid at all costs wearing a weight belt. So we want to mount our weights on our person and on our harness. Here we've got a spine weight system, which is slightly different to what the Avenger offers. As I said, it is a modular system, so you can fully remove the Classic. This was designed by a very experienced cave diver and instructor to allow for removal of your BC while underwater diving in a cave, maybe when pushing through a restriction, depending obviously on what type of diving you've been doing. There also comes in two other models, which is the X-Deep Stealth 2.0 Recreational and the Stealth 2.0 Technical. Both of these systems have actually got a fixed wing. The Recreational has 15 kilos of lift and the Technical has 19 to allow for multi-stage diving, obviously using on the technical side. The harnesses all also come with square D-rings as standard, and again it's the same style harness system as the Tech line. It's the DIR style webbed harness with no buckles or anything like that. So these are two systems that I highly recommend to any diver looking at taking on side mount, especially here in Norway where we're diving cold water side mount. So I find different systems work best for different environments, but these two I found are two systems that seem to work brilliantly no matter what environment you're in, whether it be open water, technical or light technical, or overhead environment diving. So if you'd like to know any more information about these products and the courses we offer here at Nemo Classic Diving, please either pop into the store or send us an email and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks a lot.